I'm excited to sit down and read through all these patch notes. So I wish I had been able to get through it earlier today, but it's a busy day at work. I think it was the same for you.
Yeah, I literally got off work at 7:30, made it home at like 7:45, got the stream running at 8, and here we are getting ready to go into games. But let's talk about what's in front of us, not what's behind us. We've got a Poppy ban and a Shen ban. So tanks are coming out. This Poppy is a target towards Whittle Guy. He's a Poppy, Ivern, Diana primarily player. However, his Olaf was pretty intense to play into. So we'll see what the other decisions are here. Brand is the next ban, and Nocturne here for Gets on Base. So we haven't seen the Shen or the Nocturne yet from Gets on Base, I don't believe. So these are predictive. And then Gets on Base banning out the Mundo and a Zed.
Choffle's known for as a Shen player. We've seen him take out the Kennen, but I think his stats show through the best on Shen. Brand being taken away from Yoni, they played a couple good Brand matches in their last set, even though they built a tank build. Just making sure that they're available in the fights. They're going to get multiple rotations off, even if it's not the highest possible damage output. It's nice and safe, and they're there for their team when they need them. We're coming through with the first pick here, and we will get Hui locked in. No missed picks to start us off.
So Hui for Gets on Base is, I think, borderline a necessity. When I look at Clone, he is a jungler main, but he's moved over to mid for the league, and Hui is far and away his best mid lane pick. And so I think that this is a miss from Hospitalized to not ban the Hui. I do understand the Nocturne, the Zed, with some of these new AD items, those are like suddenly scary champs. But Hui is that champion on this guy, and
yeah, I don't think we have any Zed players really in the league. We have more Pantheon players than Zed players as far as AD assassins go. But also Abraxos Taric making it through.
That's what I mean. I just wanted to say, like, in the same way that Hui got missed, Taric and Diana getting missed here is equally bad. So I think definitely we could see some iteration for game 2 based on what's come out.
Yeah, that's a powerful start to a team fight already. Amumu coming out for Gets on Base to answer, so a little bit of lockdown for themselves in a team fight. Ooh, Amumu's not going to be happy about Orianna. There'll be tears on the Summoner's Rift for that one. But Aurelia probably going into the top lane for Choffles. Deciding to pick that early and hold on to their bot lane for round 2.
And Aurelia blind is pretty interesting because there are quite a few options to play into that, like the Jax Aurelia. But I guess
I mean, knowing TJ's champion
that's the thing, right? We might just see.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Malphite or a Mundo here. Sorry, TJ, but that's kind of what you're known for. But Mundo are actually already banned out. Vayne ban coming through for Agatio, being target banned on Hospitalized.
I think a
holding onto their AD carry.
A Kai'Sa ban would make sense as well. Something
yeah,
like
sure.
Diana wants
Perhaps
to dive in, Kai'Sa could absolutely follow up on that. So it looks like they want to play this Taric Orianna kind of burst, Diana Orianna Taric team fight, right? And then I'm sure that they're going to be looking for a top laner who can join in on that, like a Malphite, but really traditionally any tank. I mean, an Ornn would be great as well. Anything that can build
I'm
armor.
expecting to see a Nautilus here for Gator again. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, Nautilus, Shadow Nautilus. So far I've been
first win yesterday.
It was 0-8 before I played it, but I got that win. So
wow, a little humble brag there.
And there's the Kai'Sa.
So Malphite,
nice.
Malphite taken away to kind of prevent the easy counter pick into Aurelia for top lane. But they're gonna get the Kai'Sa
asking no Kai'Sa ban. Yeah, it's kind of weird. What do you think? The Vayne ban and
no Taric can either.
We'll see. Hospitalized probably looking pretty happy so far, giving themselves the counter pick on top side of Aphelios. So I'd like to see an Enchanter here paired with Aphelios. They might.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Nami or a Renata.
They also might want another tank. Those are kind of the two. So Aphelios Rel, not exactly a powerhouse lane, but into Taric it should be okay. And then Nasus the comfort.
Yeah, Rel actually a decent answer into Taric and Kai'Sa because she can break shield off of Taric's W as well as Kai'Sa's ultimate.
So Nasus slammed in here. This is going to be very similar to what we saw in the Garant. You know why they picked the fellows? Because he gets on base.
That's right. Nice together. Quick load, and now we're on the Rift for game 1 of Gets on Base versus Team Hospitalized. Welcome to the last match of week 3 of the LCC. Let's get into it. We've got a grouping from Hospitalized. We may see a level 1 from them.
So Hospitalized has had a lot of these level 1s so far.
Clone could get caught here. He's walking straight to the corner. He drops a ward. Okay.
They see him,
that
ward,
should
but they don't see
neutralize
him.
it. He kind of had a cardinal sin there, not walking far enough up to see them walk into the bush. They're able to sneak into position, but I don't think they're going to find anything for it. Late invade coming out. They know they're walking over vision.
Yeah, why? So why? Okay, I don't know why they would elect to do that, but this is gonna get spotted out from Gets on Base, and Gets on Base happy to have this vision and escape the level 1. It looks like Ganja is looking to start topside.
Hold on.
Yeah, what's up?
Gatio, no items.
Oh, you're right. He forgot to buy items.
Yeah, good call from Fia. No items on Agatio. I know that feeling.
What a snipe
arguably,
from
is this
Fia.
better or worse than starting with the Lost Atlas?
Oh, he's backing now. He will. This is gonna absolutely demolish his early lane. I think that he hasn't wasted the gold, so I would say that it's better.
And he also doesn't get reduced gold.
But it's still very bad.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Thankfully for them, Gets on Base choosing to fake a leash. They're trying to hide Ganja Green's start in the top side of the map. Whittle Guy also starting in the top, working on clearing his red buff.
Let's watch this box side actually, as Abraxo is down here trying to soak up this XP. He is already almost level 2 because he's getting solo laner XP off of this.
Agatio arriving late,
yeah,
7
so
CS down.
So he catches all of the caster CS, or all of the caster XP, but he won't be able to get the CS. Gator is going to go for the crash down, but the Star Sparkle is able to counter land. So the trade actually going the side of Hospitalized after a really bad, but nice Q there, hitting the Calibrum and able to trade onto Agateo. So definitely punished here for this start, and both junglers actually are working from top to bot, so I think that we could see this bot side really start to heat up. Let's check in quick top side as we see TJ is getting pushed under tower. I forgot I need to turn this music off. Okay. Yeah, TJ getting
Neko,
pushed
I can't
under
have you
tower.
allowed from more.
Mid lane, they're trading out as well. Looks like these lanes are pretty happy, and then now that Gets on Base has shoved in, this should reset. It's actually going to be a big shove though, and so it's going to be a bounce, which is perfect for Ganja. Whittle might not be able to find a successful gank down here.
Ooh,
a nice Star Sparkle from
Abraxo on a Gator.
Abraxo really looking like a Tark player, right? I mean...
Yeah. It's like he plays that champion a bit or something. Definitely working on earning even more bans on Tarek. Starting the lane completely alone, but now stabilized, both matching levels and even on CS. Ganja Green trying to find a gank.
Ganja
could be collapsed on by Whittle Guy.
Might look for the bandage toss. He hits the bandage toss onto Diana, but
Ganja's
Diana
gonna
will
be
just
caught
turn
out
this, and
alone.
Abraxo is here. Star Sparkle forces the flash out, and so Amumu does get away. There's no first blood, but a nice little lead here. And it's a game where it looks like both teams are settling into it. Clone actually already
Bit of
down to
miscommunication
half.
from Ganja Green, moving for the scuttle when his team is not positioned to help. It could have just moved up here to the top side to try to grab that. Whittle Guy taking both scuttles will find himself in an advantage state against Ganja, but Chopples is currently pushed in against TJ, and Whittle Guy could find a gank opportunity behind him.
It could be,
He
but
has a ward, though.
he's really well warded, and he has flash. So at best case scenario, I think Chopples has to both flash here. He just wards and he gives up Chopples. Great positioning here, really well played. So able to put this pressure on here. TJ probably calling that gank off, saying, "Look, yeah, like I just don't deal any damage right now. I've got Doran shield. Just don't waste your time. Keep hard farming." And Whittle taking the time, not wasting too much time, just going straight back into the rest of his clear.
Yeah, definitely nicely played and a good decision because I think, as you said, Flash is the best thing they get out of it. I think it's worth the attempt potentially, but based on that damage TJ just took, it would be a hard-fought battle. Ganja clearing a ward up on the top side for Choffles. I
Yep,
think we see a 10 CS lead in the bot lane. I think that's largely off of the late
oh,
arrival
it's
to lane for
absolutely off the
Gazio.
late ult. And actually, we are going to see a gank topside, so Ganja is here hovering. Hits the bandage toss, but it hits the minion, and that's not going to be enough. And with Ganja showing top, Whittle could get interested in a bot lane dive here, as Riz is going to be knocked down with a Star Sparkle. The crashdown lands onto Agateo and Abraxo as the exhaust goes through. It's an all-in. Abraxo is going low, but the Calibrium Q just misses. Beautiful flash from Whittle with a Star Sparkle passive on him. And so that's going to be first blood going over to just a Whittle guy, and Hospitalized with an early 0-1 lead.
Yeah, an unfortunate miss on that Dusk Wave for Riz. Gatio managing to get away under 100 HP, almost trading back a 1-for-1 in the 3 versus 2 gank for the bot side.
Oh,
Again,
Clone with a nice grab onto ulti. Oh, the Sunstrike is going to miss. Crimson, the Crimson Yoni, will get away on barely any HP, backing way up so that the Hui doesn't land that hit, that strike. But, you know, I will say Crimson has had typically worse landing phases than this one. To be stable, only down 2 CS so far. He's landing really well here. That, like, Orianna could be his pick.
Yeah, I like the look from Clone, just not able to find the finish on the kill. But well played from both mid laners to keep themselves stable. They're sitting at the highest CS in the game, almost for both of them. Really, it's just disappointing to see Agatio miss the item buy and now be sitting down CS almost exclusively because of it.
Yeah.
Though the gold should be pretty close after
Yeah.
the gank.
Let's check the gold difference. Yeah, he is about 100 behind, which really is not that bad. So that's definitely overcomable. The big differences in gold are top lane and jungle, respectively, for either side. And we see it looks like Whittle is going to do an early dragon here. Actually, well, 7.5 minutes in, not too early, but getting a start on the first objective as the Void Grubs topside are awarded by both teams.
Yeah, I expect Gets on base to be going for these Void Grubs as a large wave is crashing topside and they're not in position to take a dive. Whittle Guy right now just going to get away with a completely solo hidden take on the dragon and then move for a gank, another gank bot side. Get her Kai sitting
Yeah,
at half
Abraxo is
HP.
very low here. There's no sums on the side of Gets on base, though. So Abraxo could drop if they overextend. Whittle and Agateo not wanting to risk it, so they call it off. And it's honestly, it's a good play because it's more wasted time. So Gets on
And
base,
bot
able
laners are both
to...
hitting 6. They may come back for a dive attempt using the Taric ultimate.
Agateo only 5 because of the missed CS, or the missed XP.
Yep, that's definitely a good point. But we see opposite sides. We have AD carry with 6 for Gets on base. Gator Kai still sitting at level 5. We have Void Grubs go over to Ganja Green, and he's still on the top side. So Gets on base and knows that they're playing completely weak down here. And I think Whittle is interested in another look.
Yep.
No summoners available. Doesn't get
Gator
caught out here.
stun, the
Nice stun
Star
by
Sparkle
Braxo.
from Agateo. The Crashdown is going to miss, and this is Tark ulti coming out. Riz and Gator are going to be collapsed on. The Moonfall lands on both of them, and a beautiful double kill. It's a 3-0 Diana, and what did I say? I wanted to see, Jason, I want to see this Diana getting off to a crazy start. I'd say 3-0 is that start.
Yeah, I think they're in a powerful position, currently sitting 1,000 gold up on Ganja Green on the other side. They're going to want that one back. No wards, no flashes available. Just stepping forward a little too far. Definitely frustrating to not finish off Abraxo when they get him so low. They're finding a couple kills just getting away from them at very low HP. And Choffle's continuing to push in the top side, building a CS lead for themselves. Where the stacks on Nasus are currently sitting at 156, 10 minutes in the game. It's a pretty good clip for him.
Yeah, well, yeah, 156 is okay. And, you know, he hasn't died yet. He is down, again, for like 30 CS, 27, right? And that hurts.
Yep.
For
About
sure.
a 900 gold down. So similar advantage do we see on Diana in the jungle.
Joffel's gonna look actually here, but not able to land the stun, and TJ's just gonna wither and walk away. So pretty easy walk away there. And Clone, I mean, compared to his Vigor game, he's definitely looking better on the Hui, but this isn't the advantage that I was expecting from Clone in the mid lane. So the Crimson Yoni really stepping up here in this game, and Hospitalized, they've got a great lead. I will say the gold is much closer than you would anticipate, and Jason, I guess it just all comes down to top lane, huh?
Yeah, it's all coming down to these ganks from Whittle. The only 3 kills on the board right now is the main advantage builder for Hospitalized. Gets on base, still definitely has a lot of avenues back into this game. They've got the 3 Void Grubs, and they've got Aurelia with a huge advantage. It's just a question of when is Nasus going to scale to the point where they can take the 1v1. May see in a gank attempt here from Ganja. They know he's nearby, but he has Flash and Ultimate available. They decide to walk away. And Luminant Radiance is still down, or Cosmic Radiance is still down for Abraxo. They have an opening.
Yeah, Gator could flash engage here with a Magnet Storm, and then Ganja definitely has the ability, but because they're seen on that control ward, they decide to call it off, and Ganja now is just wasting a lot of time here. We got the Gator fan club in chat as they're coming in, but let's see if he can do anything here as they fight forward. Riz has to flash out. Agateo and Abraxo picking this time to fight. The Star Sparkle misses. That will be a counter kill down, and Ganja is here now, so Abraxo is going to have to try and turn
little guy on the backside.
Use the ultimate. Whittle shows up at the best time, but it's a beautiful ulti to cancel out the Moonfall from Ganja. Abraxo and Whittle trying to turn this, but now it's going to be turret shots landing. Ganja ends up flashing out. Whittle is here. A crash down from Gator. Beautiful crash down. And he gets the double kill. Oh my gosh, Gator. What a play.
I mean, here in the chat, Gator fan club, he emerges victorious from the failed dive attempt. Gator Kai stands tall. 3-1 on the rel.
This Gator is absolutely fed. Are you kidding me? That is what gets on base needed. Not only are they on the scoreboard, but this could be one of their pathways into a victory, is this rel.
Yeah, finding themselves in the lead off of the gold. It's not exactly on who you want, but a quick locket pickup.
I disagree. It's exactly on who you want it on.
I gotta say, nice purchase immediately going for a locket. That's definitely going to help them counter the Taric ultimate. If they can just survive
TJ
through it.
Stays here. He puts the Wither down, but he doesn't know that Clone was there. The trap missing, but it's going to be enough damage, and Clone picks up a nice kill. So a beautiful roam, but meanwhile on the other side, it's 4 bot, and so it's a kill for Dragon. Well, it's not only a kill, but it's multiple plates. Chaffles with his 4th plate of the game already. This could be first tower.
I really want to see Gets on base pick up the second set of Void Grubs, continue enabling their side lanes.
Is he going to get
like
this
you said,
tower?
great roam, and top side of the map should belong to them. First tower going over, we see 2 dragons go on Gets on base 13 minutes into the game, so they have a definite angle.
6. Oh my gosh, this Aurelia is going to be dominating for quite a long time.
Bot lane,
Magnet Storm from Gator, they want to keep fighting this out. Both bot lanes are level 8, and Gator and Riz absolutely
We have Whittle guy from behind, though.
Yeah, Whittle is here,
available.
and he will have the Moonfall. He lands onto Riz. Agateo turns, the Star Sparkle will hit, and so the Moonfall, nice damage here, and another good gank.
Agateo on the lock at that time.
Yeah, just not enough, but there's 3 here. I don't know if Gator can do anything about this. He's going to land the crash down onto Abraxo. Agateo and Whittle trying to turn this. The turret is hitting Whittle, so eats 2 shots, and Hospitalized, they can't get the kill, so Gator saving a little bit of the turret life. It is 3 plates here for Hospitalized in the bot lane. Yeah, honestly, trying to stabilize after a really nice gank. This is going to be another objective.
Gets on base, doubling
side.
down in the top side, going for the Rift Herald right after they get all 6 Void Grubs, so we'll see where Aurelia comes back out. Bork, I believe, received a nerf this patch, so Aurelia should be weaker than normal, but with this gold lead and 6 Grubs, definitely going to be a terror on the split push.
Yeah, I want to talk about how this kind of shows how these teams like to play. This Diana constantly spending a lot of time bot side. 2 kills on Agateo and 3 on Whittle, whereas Gets on Base has read that, and so they anticipated all this bot side attention, and they're trading. They've got 6 grubs. They've got the Herald. They've found a roam topside, and it got a kill onto Aurelia and a kill onto Hui. And really, the outstanding part is the fact that Gator has turned 3 kills around on the bot side dives. If Gator hadn't really outplayed, then that could be another couple kills, and it would be a very different state of the game. But it's roughly 3K up here for Gets on Base. They're looking good. 15 minutes in with a gold lead. This is one of the first times we've seen this.
Yeah, it's a little bit of differences I'd like to call out from different standard build pass. We have an Infinity Edge rush from Riz on Aphelios. I'm not sure if that's standard now, but Infinity Edge now gives 80 attack damage, 25% critical strike chance, as opposed to 20 as it used to, and plus 50% critical strike damage as always. Whittle guy engaging on
looking for the engage. Clone flashes out, but he still gets hit with a beautiful shockwave from Crimson to pull him back in. Whittle able to.
We have an engage in the top side as well. Choffles onto TJ. He ultimate is dropped and he will chase
lands
through.
The solo kill. Beautiful.
Yep, Ignite reserved, still able to push further here, but definitely a little afraid of a Whittle guy.
TJ 16 minutes in, unable to complete a full item still, so definitely ramping up the pressure here, and this is where Aurelia is going to have most priority, not only taking topside towers, but also taking topside jungle here. Whittle will find Chaffles 2 levels down. Chaffles might take this fight. They both
he still has Ignite available. Nasus can't assist.
It's an engaged bot as Gator and Riz go all in onto Abraxo. The ultimate lands from Target, but the exhaust is going to go down, and they're going to look for not only 1 but 2. They get the 1. Can they get another? Agateo has to ford off. So Riz and Gator winning the 2v2 straight up.
Yeah, huge turnaround. Sitting at 0-4 before that. Riz now 1-4-1. Happy to get these kills and looking to take down the tower with their 6 Void Grubs before they take the reset. This is a huge influx of gold.
Whittle
for Gets
is
on
so
base.
far in here, though. Yoni has to come over. Oh no, Clone misses the ultimate. Chaffles is here, though. This should be enough damage. So another kill going over to Chaffles. And
picking up a
Whittle
bounty
dropping
for
a second time this match.
Chaffles sitting at 7,800 gold compared to 4,500 for TJ, and the wave is pushed all the way into Chaffles. He's going to collect all of this and be quite happy to do so. I won't expect him to set up a freeze, and he will not. Definitely wanting to stay in the enemy's face.
Jason,
and bring
I
as
can't
much
tell
pressure to himself.
what's popping off more, Gator or his fan club. They're going absolutely wild in the chat. I love it. They're here to support their boy. But Gator's doing just as well, if not better, on the Rift. And so Shockwave is going to land here onto Clone, and the Star Sparkle is there, but a beautiful flea. Agateo ults in, and the W from Kaisa will snipe out a kill. So a slight overextension.
Clone caught out,
Clone.
Gator clearing vision. They dropped the Herald in the mid lane, but perhaps not on the same page. They're a little split up. But Whittle guy could be caught out here. He's in Gator Kai's face.
Yeah, there's no Hui there, so I think they would be fine taking this fight. TJ is in the top side, no teleport, couldn't show up, but Chaffles is mid, so would have the ability to roam over a little bit quicker. Whittle is definitely going to be looking. They're starting here. Gator and Riz want to fight. Ganja is behind on the play here. Ganja needs to get in. We could see a bandage toss, and that would be the start of the fight.
on the roam.
It's going to land.
This fight now.
Chaffles ults to the side, but he's not very... Oh, beautiful ultimate from Ganja onto 4. It's, oh my god, it's a quadra kill from Riz. TJ, can he lift it? Oh, he's able to kill him. Gets on base with a nice ace, and absolutely, we're gonna back up and watch that play. Watch the engage here from Ganja, and Chaffles on the top side of the fight. So Chaffles ultimates 2, and Agateo and Crimson are forced off, and then Ganja Green with a beautiful 4-man, Riz with an incredible quadra ultimate, bursting down 3 at a time, and then 1 more auto. TJ almost the penta, but he denies it, and just a beautiful play from Gets on Base as they're able to take that and take the fight and the dragon. Holy moly in chat.
I could see in the chat Riz pinging out his Equilibrium ultimate on a short cooldown before the fight. They managed to drag it out, and he picks up the Quadra, following up the Ganja Green Curse of the Sad Mummy. A huge play for Gets on Base to bring him to 36.5k against 30k for Team Hospitalized. 0-4 doesn't looks like it may not be so anymore.
Oh my gosh. And so the crazy thing is he's only able to finish Berserkers and get a Zeal. He's not able to fully buy a second item. That first item's so expensive. TJ here down 2 levels. He still has ultimate. He doesn't commit the ultimate though.
But he's decided to max Wither second, so he's able to just walk away from Choffles. That's definitely his best defense.
350 stacks. I mean, he was able to pick up a kill,
stacks.
but it's yeah, they're gonna need to find more. Whittle is gonna engage here onto Riz as Gator and Riz are separated from the rest of the team, and so Riz is gonna burst down instantly. Magnus Storm lands onto all 3, but there's no damage here, so it will be 2 kills, and there goes a shutdown over.
Isolated in the top side. They have vision from TJ.
Yeah, they're spotted. They need to get out.
4-man rotate.
There's no ultimates. They use a lot of ultimates there in that team fight, so Choffles could look to turn. They are going to land a stun, and it's 2 ultimates going down. The Tark ulti comes through, but Choffles still alive, dealing out the damage. Whittle flashes at the end just to avoid the last auto, just in case.
Ganja Green slips out after the Tark ultimate, decides just to cut the losses and run. I like that he managed to play for himself and survive on the back end of that fight. But we may see Baron attempt here from Team Hospitalized.
It is. They start the Baron.
They
start the Baron. This is crazy. So Ganja and Riz are up.
Riz on Rome.
Gator has no smite. Gator has no smite. Wait, Whittle has no smite. So if they see this, they could fight them off. Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy.
Available on Aphelios. TJ roaming over could drop the Wither. 3,000 HP on Baron.
It's going down 2,500. Whittle pulls off. He knows they doesn't have sight. He's separated from his team. Bandish Husk lands, and Riz is going to be hit with a move fall. Almost chunked down fully, but they pull off the Baron, and now Clone lands the Hui ultimate, and TJ could go down. He's burnt. The Shockwave lands onto Gator and Ganja, but it's a double kill, and they could look to chase down the rest of this fight. A nice Sunstrike landing from Clone here, and the speed up. Yeah. Gator could find the kill. The crash down is just going to miss, but the second Sunstrike lands it. That's 4 for 0. Gets on base. A triple kill for Clone in that fight. And
yeah, big punish for
that. Do we call it a throw?
Not able to finish it. No smite available. I think it's a throw.
Oh,
they bring it down to 2,500 HP. They don't have they don't have the smite to finish it. They pull off. And then Whittle guy just wanders down
and separated from his
tries to kill Riz and doesn't find it.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally separated from his team. I think, yeah, it just ends up not being quite the angle for them. Choffle's on potentially an overextension here. He does have flash. I'd love to see him flash this wall and get the heck out. Instead, he holds onto his flash and dies. So that is their side lane pressure. Totally evaporated
throwing away his
in a matter
Baron.
of seconds. Baron gone there. We'll see what Gets on Base is able to capitalize here. I mean, already winning the fight and getting Baron is big. If you look at the gold lead, they're roughly 7k up here, just 23 minutes in. 7k gold, 23 minutes. That's a big lead, Jason. This could be enough for Gets on Base to get on base. Of course, they've got to close it out against one of our better teams in the league, and Hospitalize will do their best to turn things around. This Nasus is ever scaling. 3 kills here. Let's check in on NASA stacks. 441.
Looks like we're gonna have we have a triple burn build coming in for Hui. This Blackfire Torch leading into Malignance,
and
I believe this Haunting Guys builds into Leandri's still.
90
so I think Faded Ashes is the new
600
part of it.
mana, 25 haste. Dealing damage with abilities causes enemies to burn for.
The highlight is that Blackfire Torch, as the more enemies you have your burn applied to, the more AP you get. So it will make you stronger.
Oh, so this is like a brand item. It's crazy. Okay.
Yes, it is. It's a brand. It's a team.
As if he wasn't strong enough. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So
it's a good change.
It looks like Gets on Base is using this Baron to try to push out lanes and then ensure that they get the dragon. They do pick up their second Ocean Dragon, and with the fact that Hospitalized was able to pick up the first 2, this means that at least Soul will be delayed for another 2 Soul delayed for another 2 dragons at minimum.
So we may see the next Baron in the game before the soul is available. We've got a nice roam here from Gator and Ganja on the side, but they're spotted out by the nice vision control from
TJ picking through
Abraxo.
it. This should Choffle should all in here. 2 levels up. This might be one of the last times that he's able to totally win this fight. The ultimate comes down. TJ's just going to try and take the fight, but I think Choffle's just straight up wins this. It's not enough healing from the Q yet. It is a lot, but I'm not sure who's going to win this. Choffles and TJ battling it out. They both decide to walk away at about 15% HP. It was a close one, Jason. And both of them
TJ sitting
were
a
too scared
full
to
item
take it all
down
away.
with those stacks making up the difference. 4 versus 4 standoff in the mid lane. Baron gets on base, but I think everybody was sitting there watching the top side fight. Both of them dropped to below 20% HP and decided to walk away.
What is
Whittle guy
doing? What is he doing? Is
looking like he wants to collect this
I mean,
tower bounty.
there's a
on the
bounty
top side
down
of the
here,
map.
but he's totally separated from his team, and gets on base could take advantage of this, and he doesn't have a big enough wave. So
No, he's gonna get this. They're very easy to kill right now, but we do see Ganja on the move and Riz moving to follow. Gets on base, definitely trying to pick off Whittle guy. Their Baron has worn off now, and they want to set up some tempo for their next
Ganja
play. I
and
hope
Riz.
Clone doesn't get caught out in the mid.
you know who might do it? Gator. Gator's gonna find Whittle here. A beautiful stun. We should see the crash down come through. He holds onto it. It lands. Clone is here. It should be enough damage, so Whittle should burn. Oh no, another missed ultimate from Clone. Whittle will eat multiple tower shots here. He has to Zanya's,
Flash
and this will
just
be
came
an
up for
ability
this.
to catch up. So Clone does find the kill, and now Crimson Yoni and Abraxo might be stuck out here. Ganja missing the bandage toss. A nice little flash to avoid dying.
Yeah, Yoni and Abraxo both flashing to try to make the most of that play. Clone forced a reset off of no mana.
What can they do
He
here
may
with
teleport back out and take this fight.
So there's no Baron up, and Dragon is not up as well. So being a jungler down means that there's nothing that they can smite force. Oh, Crimson Yoni!
Shockwave through on the 3 with teleport.
There's no
5
wait.
mid here if he
TJ,
gets on base.
TJ's teleporting in.
behind.
TJ teleporting in. He's behind them. They want this fight. Hospitalized wants to take this fight. All right, he calls it off.
Shockwave is
They call
down.
it
He
off.
decides to walk back. Yeah, team's not available
Choffles
for him.
and
Little guy
Ganja
still
suss
down.
it
Doesn't
out.
want the 4v5.
It's,
I would still like to see
next fight
a
is going
bit
to be
of
explosive
more
here.
split pushing. I know TJ is strong in a side lane, but there's 2 side lanes to take, and I think there's an opportunity for Gets on Base to roam around. You want to make sure you have these side lanes pushed out, even when you're just pushing mid as a group, because they provide pressure for you in hitting the other towers, and you have options to rotate to. We're seeing a bit of a lack in wave pressure for Gets on Base, and that's why they're struggling to take the mid.
Okay, so at this point in the game, I usually, we like to take the point of view of like the team that's down in gold. So Hospitalized, they're down about 6k in gold. They do however, have the scaling Nasus. So is their angle into the game to just continue to hold? I mean, they haven't, Gets on Base hasn't cracked the base. Is Hospitalized going to be able to put up enough of a wall here for TJ to just perma scale and get all these stacks and then really become like the late game powerhouse that a 30, 40, 50 minute Nasus can be?
I think one angle for Gets on Base is that Wither can only be used on one person. I think it either has to go onto Choffles or it has to go onto Riz. And that may be their angle that they can play for themselves. They're, of course, going to have to watch out for the Tark ultimate. But Choffles looking to go forward onto Gatio. Flash will get him to
Agateo
safety.
with the flash out there. It's a flash ghost angle, so double sums expended here. And this is right before the crucial Baron and Dragon spawn. Gator with a flash crash down, but it's dodged out by Whittle guy. Choffles now going now that Agateo has no flash, and he's going to look for the burn down, but a beautiful ulti. The Sunstrike comes through. Abraxo with just enough healing to keep his carry alive, but so much burn there from either team.
It's an immediate turn onto the Baron with
it
the
should
priority.
Be a Baron. It's
Gets on
triple
Base
ultimate and multiple flashes used out of the side of Hospitalize, and then it's only one ultimate from Chaffles. So still Ganja, Clone, Gator, and Riz all with their ultimates. This should be an easy Baron take. Meanwhile, TJ continuing to scale up to 600 stacks.
Yep, second Baron take for themselves, but the third Ocean Drake of the Dragon is available for them. Still bounties available for Team Hospitalized.
Dragon
TJ will
is up
collect
here
one
in
for
the-
himself in addition to the very valuable side lane tier 2. And they're on to Dragon, 9,000 HP on the objective, and it looks
Okay,
like
Ganjin.
Hospitalized will take this one.
Okay, so by going out of red here, they gave up Dragon. If he had gone straight to it and bandage toss over, he would have had probably a 50-50 shot at the steal. I think it's actually
Riz
maybe
clearing out
okay
bot
that
side,
they
I
don't
think they
take
have
that
to
fight
give it.
though. Yeah, it's okay. So with Baron, I really want to see them utilize some side lane pressure here. Chaffles is gonna head topside. And
Yeah,
Hospitalized should look to take a 5v4 mid or to do an overload into one of the side lanes, either with 2 or 3, to ensure a kill onto whoever they send into the side lanes. It does look like... Actually, Ganja is not here, so they could force a 4v3 as both top laners will... They just enjoy laning into each other. They stay top. Diana,
I think
no
Hospitalized
R.
is unaware, though, of where Ganja is. We do a vision toggle. They just don't have that much knowledge on what's going on in the rest of the map.
Yeah, very true. Little vision toggle there for you. And
Yeah, the showdown topside will continue, and I think this tower is going to
yeah,
fall.
so this is exactly what I mean. This
Little
could
guy
be the
moving up.
overload. There's no Moonfall here from Whittle Guy, and the turret goes down. Chaffles just turns onto Whittle Guy, but it's just in time, and these Nasus Qs hurt now.
But
Now-
Ganja and Clone on the roam up. TJ could be in danger. His ghost is available.
Yeah, they're
Little
gonna
guy
try
forced
and
to run
answer
away.
this, but we'll have to see if it's
Gator
enough.
and
Meanwhile, on
Riz
the other
being
side, a
met in the
beautiful
jungle.
crashdown lands, and a triple ultimate from Riz is found, and they're able to burst. Yeah, they're able to burst Crimson before the Tark ulti
Ooh, a
lands.
flash Vanitage from Ganja Green.
Yeah, they're
Curses
split
number to
target though.
follow.
And
Abraxo's caught out.
they don't have the DPS here with Gator and Ganja. They don't have enough damage. Clone unable to secure, so it's a 2 for 2. And the fact that Gets on base have Baron, this is a really good play. Oh, Gator is absolutely gonna die to turret here. It's an execute.
Little guy returning now, full HP to defend the base. He's going to want to jump down on Iron Clone. Moonfall is available for them, but this inhibitor will survive at half HP. A messy fight for Gets on base, but one they come out ahead on.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they're still 7k gold up. With that Baron, they did not expand their lead at all. And I think this Nasus, if we check in 630 stacks, I mean, 32 minutes in, at what point does he just become the raid boss that late game Nasus is? This is like the ticking time bomb, and Gets on base. They've got a big lead here, but I wouldn't want to mess around too much more. I would want to look for a team fight to use my gold lead that I have and try and end the game here off of a mid push.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see a Sterex Gauge come out for Chaffles, allow him to take those 2v1s and get away with it. The increased tenacity is huge against a Nasus Wither. A new item coming out in the bot lane for Riz, Yuntal Wild Arrows. Serrated Edge, critical hits apply a stacking bleed that deals physical damage over 2 seconds. It provides
quite a
attack
bit.
damage and crit chance. But it's done a lot of damage already. 2,500 damage, bonus damage dealt.
Yeah, jeez.
And
Okay,
Nabori
Gator's
Flicker
here.
Blade.
The rest of Hospitalized are engaging onto him. The Star Sparkle misses, and Abraxo has really had to play a defensive Taric here as opposed to the aggressive Taric that we saw in some of his other games. Clone pushing topside. This is a push that needs to be answered, and it will be with Crimson Yoni's teleport. So, doing a good job.
TJ
to
and
pull
Little Guy
attention away.
overloaded on the bot side. Chaffles may find Little Guy in the rotation. No, he will back away. Gets on base, not providing any pressure on the map now that Clone is pulled off the top side. I'm curious where they're going to group up again. This isn't really a point in the game where you want to be spending a lot of time farming camps when you're the team in the lead. You want to be pushing into the enemy's jungle and taking away their camps, setting up your own vision. A bit of a reset on tempo for both teams right now.
Yeah, I think this
as
is
we
a
see Dragon
classic
spawning
thing
in the next
you
minute.
see newer junglers do, where like at this point in the game they'll just continue to farm camps instead of be the mega tank that he is. I mean, if we check in, he's got 3,800 HP and Kanik. Pings down onto mid. I'm looking at
Yeah,
Gator
both
to
teams
find the
squaring
good
up for the next
engage.
Dragon spawn. This is sole point for Team Hospitalized. Vision control set up right now for Gets on base, but some wards in the mid lane bush down for Hospitalized. Let's see. They have TJ in the bot side with Ghost coming up on the flank. Do you think?
Yeah,
he's
this
going to
this
approach
hospitality
from the
ward
bot
here
side?
in the river does spot them, but it's gonna expire soon. Both of these wards will expire soon, and they're about to time out now. So now it's full darkness here, and yeah, again, I'm just gonna toggle
Deciding to
back over.
force the lane
It's
pressure.
full darkness here, so looks like Gator could look for the engage, and it's a beautiful find from Ganja as he's able to land 3. The Tark ulti is there, but it's not enough, and 4
Oh
go
my
down.
God.
Gets on base, or
gets on
should look
base.
to end. Chaffles is
I
backing.
believe they're getting on base, Ian.
Chaffles is backing. I really want him to just shove mid with his team and end the game.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of fear watching this. NASA's solo push in the bot side does not want to give himself up to a base race.
I mean,
And we're lacking damage on the base, deciding
Yeah,
to
they don't
tank
have
it right
minions.
now. I like the initiative,
They're pushing-
but there's still 19 seconds left on
Okay, that's
Agatio.
one
I think
tower
they
down.
have this.
This should be it. Gets on base. Finally hitting the Nexus turrets. They're hitting the Nexus for the first time. It gets on base. We'll win. They win a game. They get on base. Let's go.
Ganja Green with the home run to take them to the promised lands of victory. Every team now has a win. No more Discord Kittens curse. Everybody is going to get a win this season.